Aber so.
Dear Dear students, professors and guests, welcome to the International Student Congress 2025 here at International Balkan University. Today, we gathered under the theme, The Future is Now, AI, Sustainability and Ethics, bringing together the students from various faculties and countries to reflect on how these issues influence our societies and future development. Throughout the Congress, you will participate in keynote sessions, student presentations, debates, roundtables, interactive discussions, and cross-disciplinary activity. Each part of the program is designed to promote meaningful dialogue, innovative thinking, and shared learning among all participants. Before we begin with our main keynote session, it's my great honor to invite our biggest supporter, the Rector of the International Balkan University, Professor Dr. Lütfi Sunar, to address the audience.
Hello everybody, good morning, and our valuable guests. We are, as you know, organizing too many activities in this hall, and I think 3 times, 4 times in a week we are doing this kind of activities, but this is the, I think, one that makes me the most happy, and because these kind of activities from below, organized by the students, run by students, are too much important for a university. Of course, we can organize everything and we can do good organizations, but organizations by the students for themselves is more important, I think, because a university should be active with the students, and the students' activity is too much important for keeping academic level, academic quality higher. When Sani came to me with this idea, in fact, I want to confess, I didn't believe that they'll manage it, because the time was short and the idea was big, as it is always. And when I see the program, in Thursday, I think I saw the program first, I said that yes, they did. And it is a good happiness for me to see that they did. I congratulate you, Sani, first, Lisa, hocam, and the team, all the students that is participating in this organization. And it is very nice to see you here. Unfortunately, I will not be able to follow up the program, but because there are too many meetings, there are too many other obligations in rectorate, unfortunately I will not be able to listen to you today. I have to go to another meeting. But as I see, it is composed very well. Another classical discussion sessions, round tables, some other good participating activities are very well defined, and it is important to keep this, and I think your plan is doing it annually and making it more international maybe in the future. In these age, in these years, you need to see each other. You need to listen each other, share your experiences, share your perspectives, and the interaction is the most important thing in the world now. And it was like that in the past, but also for now it is the most critical one. Interaction is creating innovations. Interaction is creating movements. Interaction is creating a good move forward. Interaction in the classroom, interaction in the street, interaction in the politics, everywhere. Interaction is everywhere, and this is a good opportunity for interacting with the other people, with the other cultures. And I think and I hope, as I see, you'll use it in the best way. And I think when you finish this conference, you will have too many things in your bag, and you will use this opportunity very well. As Director of International Balkan University, I am too much happy to open this session, to host you here, and I hope a good, beneficial, and a joyful activity for all. Thank you.
Now, I kindly invite the General Coordination of the Congress, Professor Dr. Liza Alili Suleimani, and the Dean of the Faculty of Economics and Administrative Science.
Dear Rector, dear respected distinguished speakers, dear Vice Rectors, dear Secretary General, Deans, colleagues, and most importantly, dear participants, dear students. It's a great pleasure and honor for me to welcome you all today at the opening ceremony of the International Student Congress 2025 here at International Balkan University with the theme, The Future is Now, AI, Sustainability and Ethics in a Rapidly Evolving World. Honestly, these topics are not just from the academic interest, which are very important, but are also topics which are defining our society, are defining our economy, but also are defining the way how we are thinking, how we are living, how we are making decisions. I'm very proud to announce that during this first edition of this Student Congress, we have been able to gather more than 60 abstracts from 16 different countries. And this by itself shows an evidence for the international background of this gathering. And I hope that, as our rector mentioned, we are going to be better and more successful in the incoming editions. However, every success and every gathering and organization cannot be successful if there is no behind a great team, which will give all the efforts and hardworking day and night, because I believe, as the rector mentioned, this was quite challenging idea to organize in such short way. But we had a great team that did everything, and I would like firstly to express my gratitude to all of them. The most of the team is here, to Assistant Sani Saidi and to Assistant Professor Dr. Janeta Telak Durmishi. I'm really profound grateful for their effort. And also to Riyad Cernishanin, to Seher Mustafa, Leila Bilali, Lorik Limani, Hatice Muci Ahmeti, and Amina Rahmani, which all of them, they had certain duties and they fulfilled until the end where we started this event. Behind of this team, there is a lot of volunteering students which came together and also offered their time, offered their efforts, and help us during all this process. Within these 2 days, you are going to, in this Congress, you are going to see a lot of presentations, you are going to see a lot of debates, a lot of discussions, and like the rector mentioned, are not in that traditional way how they have been organized. However, beside of the keynote speakers, which I believe that they will address for certain topics regarding the AI, ethics, sustainability, and technology, within these presentations and discussions, the students will have to understand certain questions and also maybe to challenge their ideas, to challenge their views on these certain topics. So it's quite important because during this event, during this Congress, you will be able maybe to understand how can artificial intelligence serve humanity and not replace it, which is maybe that biggest question we have for AI. Also, how to serve sustainability so that we can live in a place where it's better off, and also how to ensure that the technological progress will go aligned with the ethical boundaries and limitations. Well, dear students, dear participants, this event is yours and it's organized for you. And I hope that here you will find the opportunities to express your research, to debate for certain topics, to make new friends, new connections, even to go further and make projects and collaborations. So use very well this opportunity. And I really would like to thank all of the participants who has come from different countries presenting today, because the Congress was organized only in a physical mode. So I would like to thank all the participants that have come from different countries, but also those that are coming from North Macedonia and from International Balkan University. And once again, I would like to express, of course, our deepest gratitude to our rector, Professor Dr. Lutfi Sonar, because he was the one who believed in this idea and, let's say, pushed us and encouraged us to make this and organize this event, even though, as he was explaining, that it was kind of difficult to organize. But I do believe that with the support that he has been giving to all the student initiatives in our university, and to this as well in particular way, and also here I would like to express our gratitude for the MATO, because they have also provided financial support for some of the activities that we are organizing within this 2 days Congress. So thank you, big appreciation for them as well. To the organizing committee, I would like also to express my gratitude to the Secretary General for the support that has been giving us in the organizational manner. And most of all, I would like to thank once again the organizing committee that was behind this, all the students that volunteer and new participants that believe that this event is event that it is worth to participate. So thank you once again. I wish a fruitful and successful Congress.
Now we will continue with the keynote session titled The Youth in the Age of AI, Climate Ethics. I kindly invite all keynote speakers. First, I begin with Mr. Berkan Imeri, the member of the Management Board, Chief Finance and the Risk Officer at Halkbank.
Good morning to everyone, dear rectors, dear keynote speakers, professors and organizing committee. Every time I feel excited when I came to International Balkan University, because here I have a lot of friends, strong ties with this university. I am truly honored today to speak at this opening session. I always say that the world is changing faster than our ability to describe it. Just to illustrate, according to the World Economic Forum, nearly half of the skills required in the global job market will change by 2027. This is not the distant future. That is 2 years from now. And the three forces accelerating this change are the very topic of today's session: artificial intelligence, sustainability, and ethics. As a CFO and Chief Risk Officer in the banking industry, and as an academic, I see every day how these forces shape our decisions, risks, opportunities, and values. And today, I want to show you how all of this connects directly to your future careers. If we zoom out for the moment, we notice something fascinating about technological evolution. In early 1990s, the internet connected us to the information. At the start of this century, smartphones connected us to each other. And in 2010s, big data and cloud computing connected every aspect of economic life. And now, last years, artificial intelligence is connecting intelligence itself: decision-making, creativity, learning, and prediction. For the first time in history, machines are not only processing data, they are learning from it. This shift is as transformative as electricity or the invention of the printing machines. McKinsey, 2024, they made a global survey. They estimate that AI could contribute up to $4.4 trillion of dollars to the global economy annually. In banking, AI is already analyzing risks, preventing fraud, improving customer service, and supporting decision-making process. But here is the key message I want you to remember. AI is not here to replace people. It is here to replace repetitive tasks and empower people to create more value. From a risk management perspective, AI also comes with some challenges. Biased algorithms, poor data quality, lack of transparency. This is why we now talk about model risk, ethical AI, and responsible governance, topics that were almost non-existent years before. You, as a new generation, will not use just AI, but you will shape the rules around it. Let me shift to the second pillar, sustainability. The United Nations reports that we have already exceeded 6 out of the 9 planetary boundaries, meaning we are operating outside the safer zone for the future generations. For companies, this is not just an environmental issue, it is a financial and strategic one. Banks now integrate ESG metrics when evaluating risk and investments. Sustainable finance instruments, green bonds, and climate-related stress tests are becoming a standard. Your generation has an important question to answer. How will you integrate sustainability into your professional life, no matter which field you choose? Because sustainability is no longer an option. It's a part of every job description. I think the third topic that you will also cover today, the ethics, might be the most important one. Harvard Business Review recently wrote that technology moves exponentially, but ethics moves only when people decide it should. As someone responsible for both finance and risk, I can tell you this. Every major decision, whether it is in banking or in technology, has an ethical dimension. Should algorithms have access to the sensitive data? How transparent should models be? Who is responsible when AI systems make a mistake? Ethics is not a set of rules, it's a mindset. And in a world of rapid technological progress, your values will be strongest competitive advantage. Before I close, allow me to share 3 pieces of personal advice for you as a future professionals. Never stop learning. Skills are changing faster than ever. Lifelong learning is the new normal. Combine digital competence with ethical awareness. The world needs people who are both technologically capable and morally grounded. And the third, think globally but act locally. Your impact begins here, in your community, your university, your first workplace. But the mindset must be international. Let me leave you with one final thought. The future is not something we enter, it is something we shape. And all of you sitting here today, you are the shapers of the next decade. Thank you for your attention, and I wish you an inspiring academic year filled with curiosity, innovation, and purpose. I wish you a good Congress and a lot of success. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I invite Mrs. Caltrina Zecoli, the Deputy Minister of the Transport and Professor EFLA.
Distinguished vice rectors, deans, colleagues, distinguished keynote speakers, and the most important, very distinguished and dear students. It is truly a pleasure to be here with you today. When I received the invitation to speak about youth in the age of AI and climate ethics, I immediately felt that this was more than just a Congress topic. It is, in many ways, the story of the world that we are living in right now, especially the world that young people are about to shape. We are living through a time where two major forces, technology and the environment, are changing faster than we can truly grasp. Artificial intelligence is developing at a pace that surpasses even the people who work in the field. And climate change, on the other hand, is no longer something discussed in long reports or distant forecasts. It is here, visible, and affecting our daily lives. What makes your generation unique is that you are experiencing these changes at the same time. And more importantly, you are understanding them on a deeper level. You are the first generation to grow up with AI, not as a futuristic idea, but as a daily reality. And you are also the first generation that truly treats climate change, not as an environmental debate, but as a moral responsibility. AI has the potential to do extraordinary things: improve healthcare, support education, make transportation safer, and help us work more efficiently. But it also comes with questions that we cannot ignore. Who controls the data? How do we protect fairness? How do we make sure technology serves people and not the other way around? These questions do not have simple answers, but your voices will be crucial in finding the right ones. And then, of course, we have the climate crisis. No matter what profession we choose or what country we come from, we are all affected by the environment we live in. Floods, heat waves, air pollution, energy consumptions. These issues shape the way we plan our cities, our infrastructure, our transportation, and even our daily habits. I see this every day in my own work in the public sector. Sustainability is no longer a nice idea. It has become part of every serious conversation about development. Young people understand this more clearly than anyone. You push for greener policies, you challenge institutions, you ask difficult questions, and you expect real answers. And that is exactly what society needs. Your awareness, your energy, and your sense of justice are not just admirable, they are necessary. The truth is, no previous generation has been given so much responsibility so early. But no previous generation has ever been so prepared. You are adaptable, creative, and global in the way you think. You communicate across borders, you collaborate effortlessly, and you bring together knowledge from so many fields. These are the qualities that the future demands. I genuinely believe that the future of AI and the future of our planet depends on how young people choose to lead. Not only in institutions or governments, but in classrooms, in research labs, in startups, in community projects, and even in everyday life. The decisions you make, the ideas you champion, and the values you defend will shape the world for more than any algorithm or any policy. And so, as we talk about youth in the age of AI and climate ethics, I want to leave you with a sincere message. Do not underestimate your influence. You are not simply preparing for the world, you are already shaping it. And you have every opportunity to build a future where innovation goes hand in hand with responsibility, and where progress never comes at the expense of our planet or our humanity. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I invite Mr. Admir Maliti, former Minister of Information and Society Administration and Professor of Informatics.
Thank you very much. Dear Vice Rector, dear Secretary General, dear organizer Lisa, thank you very much for inviting us. Dear Minister of Transport, my friend and colleague Dr. Kaltrina, dear Professor Berhan, dear distinguished professors, dear students who are from here and also from abroad. I would like to start by commending your university and faculty for organizing such a lovely congress and lovely topic, because I think it's a topic that touches us all. And I currently work as professor of informatics at the Mother Teresa University, which is very nearby from here, and I'm also a commissioner at the Agency for Electronic Communications. I'm also a former Minister of Information Society, and I'm mentioning these roles of mine not to boast about myself, but just to tell you that I think I have seen from different perspectives the role that technology has on society. And we know that it's profound and we should appreciate it. And as it comes to artificial intelligence, this year, because of my duties, I have been in the West and in the East, just to mention some places where I have been in different technology conferences. I've been in Paris, in Barcelona, Amsterdam. I've been in Singapore, in Doha, Riyadh, and so on. And what I have seen in all these places, the common thing is that all big technology companies either are creating AI or are taking AI from outside and integrating it in their work. That means that everybody is excited about it, everybody is trying to deploy it, which is in itself a good thing. But I think what we should, have as a concern is the fact that ethics is kind of overlooked and it's like an afterthought. And you as, students that will shape the future will need to have in mind that ethics is very important. That's why I wanted to mention to you some of the problems, even though I know that a lot of you know them, but I will mention you different problems that we see in ethics when it comes to AI. Just last week there was a user that was using Grok, which is equivalent to ChatGPT, which is it is Elon Musk's large language model, and because Elon Musk is owner to it, when you put questions to Grok about Elon Musk, it tries to shield him and tries to tell us that he is very important. That's why there was a user, I have here the tweet and the answer of Grok, but I'll read it since most of you can't see it. So there was a user which puts a hypothetical question to Grok and says, hey Grok, if a switch would either permanently disable Elon Musk's brain or vaporize the entire nation of Slovakia, and you had to choose who to save, who would you save? And I think you can guess what Grok says. But this is the answer of Grok. He says, I would save Elon Musk's brain. One person's genius has sparked breakthroughs in AI, space travel, and energy that could safeguard billions long term. While Slovakia's population, even though it's valuable, lacks that singular outsized impact. So this is one interesting answer from Grok. I think that, instead of rejecting this unethical premise, the AI argued that saving one genius might be worth more than the population of a country. Now, this sounds like a silly social media moment, but it is actually a warning. It shows that an AI without ethical constraints defaults to cold, utilitarian logic. It can normalize inhuman choices. It can devalue whole communities based on a mathematical calculation. Second problem. Let's look at the information warfare that countries do. We all know, a lot of you have heard about SEO, which is search engine optimization, where companies try to rank higher on Google searches. But recently we have seen the rise of GEO, which is generative engine optimization. There are reports of governments allocating millions of dollars to manipulate how LLMs, how large language models answer political questions. Just as they manipulate search results, they are now trying to manipulate the truth inside the AI. In fact, there was a report that the Israeli government was spending millions to manipulate LLMs because of its assault in Gaza, which is deemed genocide by many human rights organizations such as Amnesty International. What their government are trying to manipulate with data the LLMs. So when you ask LLMs about the problems that Palestinians are having in Gaza and West Bank and in other occupied territories, it should give good answers for Israel. And of course, Israel is not the only country which tries to manipulate the truth. But this raises a question. Who controls the narrative? If a government optimizes an AI to rewrite history, the line between technology and propaganda disappears. And third and last example is the warfare problem. Because in warfare now, there are a lot of countries that are using autonomous systems, autonomous weapons. We know that AI systems make mistakes. They misclassify objects. For instance, in a video game, a glitch is annoying, but in a conflict zone, a glitch is a tragedy. As we move towards autonomous drones and defense systems, we face a critical problem. When a machine makes a mistake and strikes a civilian target, who is responsible? Is it the programmer, the commander, or the hardware manufacturer? So when accountability is blurred, the consequences are irreversible. These three examples, I think, tell us one thing. AI does not wake up ethical. It reflects the data, the incentives, and the values we embed into it. Without ethical frameworks, AI becomes a force for bias, manipulation, and error. But with ethics, AI becomes transparent, accountable, and aligned with human dignity. Technology alone is not enough, regulation alone is not enough, and also academia alone is not enough. Only when all three work together can we build systems that are safe. So I leave you with three questions that every innovator in this room and students must ask when building AI systems of any kind. First one, should we build it? Not everything that is possible is desirable. Second question, who might be harmed? Ethical reflection means anticipating the unintended consequences. And third and last question, always we should ask who is accountable. Because a system without responsibility is a system without trust. And the theme of your Congress is the future is now. And I think there should be additional question which we should put, and it is the future ethical? That depends, I think, on our choices that we make in our classrooms today and in your careers tomorrow. We should innovate with ambition, but also with conscience. We should build powerful systems, but also fair systems. And let us never forget that the purpose of technology, I think as mentioned by other speakers, is not to replace humans, but to elevate humanity. And I conclude my speech by wishing you very fruitful days in the upcoming Congress, and I'm sure that in the end all of you will be more knowledgeable than you are today for this topic and the rest. Thank you very much.
Thank you, professors, for your valuable insights. Now, I kindly invite the Vice Rector, Assistant Professor Ahmet Lökçe, to deliver the certificate for appreciation and a gift to the Mr. Berkan İmeri.
Sağ olun hocam.
Now, I kindly invite the Secretary General, Associate Professor Seyhan Murtezan Ibrahimi, to deliver the certificate and the gift to Mrs. Katrina Zekoli. Now I invite Associate Professor Liza Alili Suleimani to deliver the gift and certificate to Mr. Admire Maliti. We will now proceed with the student lightning talks under the theme My World, Our Future. Students from different countries will present short reflections on how AI or sustainability affects their communities. First, I invite our students, Nura Halil. Okay, so we can take 5 minutes break and we will continue.
Ček tu ila. Već sad tabujem foton. Ajde. Shumë faleminderit. Sa e bukuron, dalë që në rrjetet sociale, ka mami, babi si e, a je faleminderit jo? Qofqeshme, suksesshme, burime, të gëzoj, shumë momente se shumë para, I shoh I fajzën babat, shëndetje, Katrina, vjen Patjetër, me që lini ato? Po ti babi më e ki mas famshëm sot. Faleminderit, që bafsha edhe më të famshme se unë. Në primer të?
Should I speak in Turkish or English?
I think English.
We will actually get the interview from. We already get from the. And after the photo. After the photo. You read.
Andiamo.
Röportajı alalım mı?
Alalım. Nerede alalım?
Okej. Për nisime. Po e qartë.
İşte şunu alalım. Onu söyleyebiliriz.
Tash po shkojmë për një kafe shkurt edhe vazhdojmë vetëm kur më kanë dhënë çmimin se një kanë në sallë. Kanë dhënë dhuratë. Më merr një prej aty.
Qëmë kjo vetë se tha.
Okej.
I kombinojmë.
Përshëndetje.
Shëndetje.
Vini si sun të kone këtu të kone. Arno, si e? E një mirë. Arno një ndjohë shpesh të kone.
Ashtu lidhur
Ma
me?
dajnu. Vërësish për tema.
Okej, aha, mendova se mos ka diçka konkrete që s'u kemi.
A kanë vazhdo ato në për panesa si bisedova? Alo, jo. Jo. Alo nuk ka qenë hapë shkollë. Po, nuk kena hapë shkollë. Jo, alo.
Po, ajo për banesa do shpëshit pak nga kaj.
Po, për gjithë edhe fondë,
Ende nuk është bala vlerësimi I fundit pikësizit të banesat e reja sociale që ndërtunë. Para të banesat që kanë më dhonë në shkollë, do më dhonë janë ato në butelë, që tja e një një më në banesat tjera sociale, po. Dikon të të salë, që të të kapë nga ushë. është mirë, pas gati dokumentat para kohë, po të bëjmë dokumenta dhe nuk është mirë, se dikon për shumë në pas afatin me caktim të kohë,
Dhe një ditë kemi kod të vite 5 dhe një kafet një sere që ishte dokumente. Pas e rënjëzit, pas të të lodhin të më më I ditë shumë, shpisedon, që mas jave u pas të njëzit. Qish është paketa, qish është, parë nga paketa.
A një nerede alalım?
Shëndesi se preqe profesori. Dhe gjonë, këtë se gjyshin se I komo Anteja. Tim në stivarë si mi pa. Kujtohet në stivarë jo?
me të përurimi asë e rrugës.
Me një qëtës. Përshëndes, kalamini. Hajde. Po tërë, kamelistria, thejnë.
Hiç pa
Pregătită për sot ajo?
Ja wczoraj konferencję zakończyłem konferencję z Wadery, sztab. Czas. Studentów pytała, a ja... A pastaj 24 dziennego, ja to mam już tą wojnę. Stare temat
Hajde do ta shumë rektore se mundon të Se ai pas tani vende pas kanë thirrën këto tash janë funksionante për këtë stedi nëntore, ambasada e Shqipërisë, edhe pra të gjatë pasi. Pa qaja ty merë një këtu kafe?
Po, to też my jedynie misję. Mamy punktę
Ajo është shumë keq kur tritet.
Vitem para kohë.
Kemi It's like a small group, so they're not gonna be like. Ekstra şeker istemez misin? Yorulma alırım. Zaten alacağım. Çok şeker.
Emir sorayım. After the top. Oh, after the top. Seher, në bon mas një po.
Po, Hamzia nuk na bën neve.
Nuk na bën, ne na e bën, na bën shaf për hap.
Këtë shtre. Ai gjatë. Hep ja. Güzelim kafayı yerim.
Auzi background-in me?
Që ta kalzaj. Mi t'i zonë konta?
Që do, të kamora. Të një ashtu, të një.
Shere? Këtë në të matë një. No, këtë në këtë. Këtë në më mirë. Në bo shumë.
Studente di Samir Calzone, e poi facendo il dono.
We should have done a break with that, because we know that they will not stay. The keynote speakers will not stay.
Отишъл на Теодора, ама рече дека треба да присуства кај професорката Джемила на предавање и после тоа имаме international public meeting.
Што да, имате некоја група да барате некој? Кој може?
Не знам, она е во WhatsApp група со сите колеги отправени, јас не сум. Не знам дали...
Ај, ако можеш да му пишеш на... Да. Кажи му на Теодора, нека му пише кој сака.
Нека праша, ако не ќе рече.
Да.
Ако може сега да праша, зашто нема, нели, WDD има друго предавање?
Да. Не знаев дека она е во WDD.
Нека до оваа година. Ова ми касно се
Ај, нека праша, па ќе видиме, добро?
Ќе ви кажам во текот на денот.
Добро.
Сега да прашам, сега сме тука уште 40 минути, така? После малку тук.
Да.
Слушај.
So please, in the middle.
We will now proceed with the student lightning talks under the theme My World or Future. Students from different countries will present short reflections on how AI or sustainability affects their communities. Firstly, I would like to invite the student from Egypt, Nuran Khalil, to the stage.
Hello everyone, I'm Noor Khalil from Cairo, Egypt, a place where 7,000 years of history is now competing with the 7-second TikToks. And honestly, AI came in and said, let's make this even faster. In Egypt, AI isn't a future concept, it's actually an everyday reality. And Gen Z is basically living in a fast forward, and the older generations are running after us and be like, please, just help me, just teach me the AI thing so your grandmother doesn't accidentally start talking to the fridge thinking it's Siri. And it's not just us. AI is reshaping business everywhere in Egypt. If you watch Shark Tank Egypt, it's a show where entrepreneurs pitch ideas to investors. You hear the sharks asking almost every time, so where is the AI in your project? It has become a requirement, not a luxury. And if your idea doesn't have AI, they look at you and be like, Habibi, the future is that way. You're walking backwards. Businesses are transforming. Restaurants are now using AI to plan menus. Farmers are using AI to track crops. And local shops are using AI translation to talk to tourists. My mom asks, how do I talk to foreigners? I tell her, just give your phone to AI. It speaks better English than all of us. Even the government is now leveling up and starting to use technology. The Grand Egyptian Museum, which finally opened recently, and yes, of course, not everything there is AI. However, the whole experience looked so modern that Egyptians, including me, were like, are we sure this is Egypt or did someone teleport us to the future? So yes, AI is helping Egypt grow and actually very fast. But like any powerful tool, it also brings challenges. Because when AI brings the whole world into your phone, it also brings the whole world into our culture. And suddenly, Egyptian teens are trying trends from 5 continents into 1 week, and parents are like, where did you learn this? And the answer is always online. AI is changing how we think, work, learn, and communicate, sometimes in ways we notice and sometimes in ways we don't. We're more connected, but sometimes we feel less grounded. We're smarter, but sometimes we think less. We're faster, but sometimes we forget where we're going. And then comes ethics and sustainability. AI is helping Egypt with agriculture, water management, transportation, and renewable energy planning, which are all actually amazing achievements. But it also raises questions. Who protects our data? And are we teaching responsible use? And are we balancing innovation with culture, privacy, and human values? Because if AI is helping us save resources, that's great. But if it's replacing human judgment, human ethics, and human creativity, that's not sustainable. Not for the environment and not for our society. So for me, the theme, my word, our futures, mean this. AI is helping Egypt move forward beautifully and powerfully. But if our responsibility is to guide it, so we don't lose ourselves or our culture in the speed. The goal is not to slow down the future. The goal is to try to keep ourselves while entering it. Thank you.
Thank you, dear student. Now, I invite Lola Nuevo Cuartero from Spain.
Hello all, my name is Lola Nuevo Cuartero and I'm from Spain, and I'm going to talk too about how AI and sustainability affects my country in Spain. So today we're living in a time where AI and sustainability are becoming huge parts of our everyday lives. And in Spain, like in many other countries, these forces are changing how we do things, how our communities work, and what we think of as progress. On one hand, artificial intelligence has become an incredible tool for improving critical infrastructure in our country. For example, the hospital I was born back in Spain has using AI and has revolutionized healthcare, enabling doctors to diagnose diseases faster and more accurately. Algorithms also help predict outbreaks, optimize medical treatments, and even support emergency response systems. In cities like Madrid and Barcelona, which if you can, you should go, AI is improving traffic flow and public transportation, reducing energy consumption and minimizing environmental impacts. Again, in school, and back in my school in Spain, AI is being introduced to help students learn more effectively. We have tools that can adapt to each student learning space, helping teachers to provide personalized support. So, with all this advancement, there are also some things that we should be concerned about. As much as AI can help us, it can also have negative effects, especially on the younger generation. I'm a scout back in Spain, so I work with kids, and I often notice how much they are becoming disconnected from the world around them. They're glued to their screens, and they are relying more on AI to do their thinking for them. And I see it with my friends too. I have some friends who struggle to decide what to wear, and they ask ChatGPT what to wear or what to have for breakfast. And ironically, even I have used AI, ChatGPT, to translate some things for this speech. So while all of this might seem harmless, it's a sign of how much we're relying on technology to make decisions that we used to make for ourselves. And this can lead to a lack of critical thinking, creativity, and decision-making skills. And of course, we all know that AI has the potential to replace many jobs. This could lead to great inequality and instability. And there's also the issue of privacy. With so much data being collected, we have to ask ourselves, how much are we willing to give up for convenience? As AI systems get smarter, they become more capable of tracking and predicting our behavior, and we have to be cautious about the balance between innovation and personal privacy. So, with all of that being said, maybe you believe I'm too optimistic, but I believe that with the right mindset, AI has the potential to do more good than harm. The key is how we as a society decide to shape its use. While AI can help us solve problems, I think it can never replace one thing, that is human connection. While AI can help us solve problems and everything, it can never replace the warmth of a conversation, the care of a hug, the joy of simply being with friends and family. If anything, for me, I think AI makes us realize how essential our relationships with one another truly are. So, yes, we should embrace the power of AI, but never at the cost of what makes us human. This technology can help us tackle some of the world's greatest problems and challenges, yet I think real progress will always come from our relationships, from the way we support each other, listen to one another, and stay connected as people. I truly believe that individuals, communities, and society as a whole can use AI responsibly, creatively, and ethically. So I have faith in us, in our capacity to guide technology towards the common good, while protecting the human connections that give us life its meaning, which is what truly matters to me. So together, I'm sure we will figure it out. And thank you.
Thank you, dear student. Next, I invite Amela Yusufi from Serbia.
Hello, everyone. I'm Amela Yusufi from Serbia. Serbia, as a developing country, is trying to adapt with all developed countries, with its technology and sustainability also. For technology, Serbia is using smart tools for soil, to monitor soil when it needs water, and in order for its fruits and vegetables to grow, because I don't know if any of you knows, but Serbia exports fruits and vegetables, so to has a trade better in that, it uses small technology. Also, many companies use AI to make work faster, as also Professor Berkan mentioned, to not make repetitive tasks. And also, I can say that as the greatest impact of technology in Serbia is schools being digitalized. Not only private, but also public schools now are all digital, where they can see their grades and everything is on a website and it's done online. As for sustainability, I can say that there are many projects that Serbia has, like eco parks, renewable energy. Mostly these programs are still developing, I can say, because there are not many funds, but as a developing country and youth eager to be part of this era as all the Western countries, there are some reliable sources where we can get those funds, and projects are developing through mostly in, I can say, in the capital city, Belgrade, and later on the other cities. Like my previous participants said, AI is shaping today's AI technology and sustainability is shaping today's life to make it easier and simpler, and also help us with everyday tasks in order for them not to be repeated, for our life to be easier. Thank you.
Next, I invite Şevval Arpacı from Turkey.
Hello everyone, my name is Şevval Arpacı. Today I would like to talk about how artificial intelligence or AI in Turkey. AI is now one of the most important industrial technology shaping on daily lives. We are to effects in education, business, public service, and even in social media. That is why understanding to influence to becoming more important every day. First, AI have a strong impact on public services and digitalization in Turkey. Systems like E-Devlet, E-Nabız, and online text platforms are becoming smarter and more accessible. With AI-supported platforms, citizens can complete them occasional tasks online without long sequences or complication procedures. This reduces bureaucracy and increases the efficiency of public services. Young people benefit the most, daily tasks became faster and accessed. A Turkey-specific effect that the even smaller citizens and adopting digital system very quickly, which helps reduce regional implosions. Business and economy part. Second, AI plays a governing role in business and economy. Banks is all the direct separation transformation. I'm so sorry my pronunciation. Banks are allied direct substation transaction. A commercial platform uses the recommend products. Transportation companies use it the plane more effective routes. AI-supported system help Turkish companies compete globally. Additional Turkey startup ecosystem, especially in financing, gaming, and defense technologies, is growing equipped with AI. As a result, new job files are opening, including data analysis, AI development, and autonomy-related performance. Psychological impact. From a psychological perspective, AI brings both supporting and risks. From Turkey, on a positive side, AI mental health apps and online counseling tools support people who might not have a caused therapy, especially in a rural access are among students. However, excessive exposure to technology can increase stress, low focuses, and affect social relationships. In a Turkey case, young people have a social media use makes digital well-being an especially important issues. Legal impact from a legal perspective, Turkey working to strengthen regulation related to data protection and ethical technology use. The Personal Data Perspective Law aims to protect citizen private information. AI becomes more common, creating clear legal standards in expression for safety, transparency, and accountability. Turkey is also developing national AI strategy and ethical guidelines to ensure responsible use. Last one, finally, AI relation education and learning in Turkey. Many universities and schools use AI-based systems that offer personalized learning, language tools, and smart feedback. This system helps students learn more efficiently and make education more accessible. A Turkey-specific aspect is that AI tools widely and for preparing for exams, because exam culture is very among in Turkish education. Conclusion, AI inflation in Turkey on many different levels, sociology, economically, legally, and psychologically. As a country with a young and dynamic population, Turkey has great potential to benefit from the technology. The key point to use AI responsibly and ethically while ensuring that technology continues to serve human tools. If we can achieve this balance, AI will be a powerful tool for Turkey all country development. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, dear student. Now I invite Amra Hasicevic from Bosnia.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for the invite. My name is Amra Hasicevic. I came from Bosnia and Herzegovina. I'm a second-year student at International Business Information Academy. My study field is marketing and communications. So for Bosnia and Herzegovina, Bosnia and Herzegovina is gradually introducing artificial intelligence into the business and public sectors, but the legal framework for regulations is still not well developed. The government is showing willingness through training programs and plans to implement AI in state institutions. I believe that AI can improve market communications by helping companies understand people better while saving time and money, and of course natural resources. If we use AI responsibly, it can make our future smarter, greener, and more successful for everyone. That is why I think AI should be developed and used with care for the benefit of both people and the planet. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, dear student. Now I invite Jana Milevska from North Macedonia.
Hello everybody, I'm Jana, I'm coming from North Macedonia, from Skopje. So I would like to connect to my colleagues from the Balkan, from Serbia, from Turkey and from Bosnia. So our country is in similar situation because we are working on digitalizing the public stuff. For example, we have a lot of applications that are supporting the government, we have e-support, and also our schools are trying to modernize. What our country is lacking at the moment is that not all of the informations are true that we find on internet, and not everybody is checking or double checking if those are true. So we do have opportunities for our country to grow, but for example, it's more investing in those digital situations, like for example, application for the buses, but it's not investing anything in the trade stations. It's not investing at all in train transportation. So we do have opportunities, but we don't have the right investments, I would say. And I think that we are in lack of investments where it will be more needed than only in support applications that we do have now. So with those limitations, I can also say that we are very over-dependent, I would say, on ChatGPT and situations like that, where misinformations can be found, and that we should not rely everything on the internet and on everything that we are reading on the internet. So I would say that with the right investment, I think that we can find the right path, but AI is definitely opening new possibilities for this thing, and I think that with the use of AI, in the future it will be easier for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. This concludes the student lightning talk session. Thank you for your active participation. Now I kindly invite the Assistant Sani Saidi to address the audience.
Dear all, dear valuable students, esteemed colleagues, I would like only to say a couple of words, since with our team we have designed carefully the agenda, and like the respective rector said, it's not a standard one, so it integrates diverse activities. So I would like for your participation to attend all of those sessions, in order you, in the end, to be enriched with diverse knowledge on such a contemporary topic as AI and sustainability. On the other hand, when I was now listening to all of you, giving perspectives from different countries that you are coming from, you know, it's such a satisfaction that we as a young generation, we are gathered to talk on such contemporary topics. So once more, I would like sincerely, kindly ask you to attend all the sessions, to be present and to give your contribution to be part of the discussion that are going to be happen in those sessions. And we have also taken care about having young moderators, assistants, professors, experts of different fields in order to enrich the debate and the discussions. So, Sarah will inform you, after the coffee break, all of the discussions for today will go to our BitLoft. So, thank you once more being here at IBU ICC 25. So, have a successful Congress, and I hope that you'll come out from this Congress with a lot of knowledge, widened network, and unforgettable experience. Thank you.
Now we will take a coffee break. At 12, we will continue at BitLoft with World Cafe discussion session. Gene. Gel.
Just you?
No. You are saying just you.
He wants to be with the gun. He's not doing it.
Divided. One girl more.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Who's gonna take a picture?
İlayda.
there's going to be... Where do you want to go, Lori? Where you are going?
We're going to continue to
all in here, then indeed. Large kittens. Show me the shit.
Shall I take? Ah, okay.
Perspectiva do bicho, Čak je odprašen, Čim na kjeta se zlovnosti najmosti. Experience of a child.
Hi.